This podcast contains discussions that may not be suitable for all audiences. Please use caution while listening. 18 plus or parental permission is strongly advised. Hey guys, I'm Rachel,
And I'm Nina.
and this is Being a Mom Sucks, a podcast about those tough parts of being a mom, partner, and life that no one wants to talk about, and how we are still good moms regardless.
Yay, yay.
All right, guys, so today on Being a Mom Sucks, we're doing a kind of a second intro. We realized on our first episode we went off on tangents, which is hey, that's okay. That's what we're here for. Our brains are crazy, just like our lives, and that's how we like it, kind of.
just a little.
So today we're gonna be doing a little bit of a history lesson on Nina and I, and how we met, and why we're friends, and how long we've been friends, and our family lives and things of that nature. So maybe not complaining as much this episode, but get to know us.
Yeah.
Hopefully like us.
Yes, we're
Eventually
cool.
you will love us, I promise.
For sure.
Nina,
So-
you go first.
Well, when did we meet?
So we met, I was in college. Yes, I was in
Yes, you were in
college.
college.
And I was working at a coffee shop, and you worked at a fruit designing place.
That we will not name.
A couple of doors down. We don't want no copyright issues.
For sure. We do not want to get in trouble.
And so yeah, I was in college, and I think the coffee shop was shutting down or something, and I was
Dude,
like,
y'all
I
made
need a
that
new
chunky
job.
monkey.
God, oh my God, I was thinking about that the other
Oh
day.
my God, it was the best. What was
How
that?
random. So it was, I can't eat it anymore because I'm allergic to nuts now, adult onset allergies.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I didn't either until I became allergic to peanuts and avocados.
Wow. What?
Yes.
Stop.
Yes. No more guacamole for me.
Man, I cannot deal right now.
Yeah, that's just being a human sucks. But
Oh my goodness. I did not know that.
yeah, so in the Chunky Monkey, the place is closed, so no copyright issues.
Yes. Let's hear it.
Banana, chocolate, peanut butter, and I think we put like vanilla or something.
Oh God, it was so good.
Caramel, banana, chocolate, peanut, and caramel.
And it was like a smoothie.
It was like a blended coffee drink.
Man, it was delicious. It was so good. I loved it.
It was one of my favorites too.
But Rachel worked next door,
Mhm.
and then were you approached to come work with us, or you were?
No,
Oh, they
I
were
think
closing.
yeah, the coffee shop was closing down, I believe, and so I was like, "Fuck, I need a new job." And so I was like, "Well, I mean, I live right around the corner, so let me just see if anywhere around here I would be interested in." And then that place was there, and I was like, "Let me go ask her." And I walked in there, and I remember like she was like, "Well, we don't really let outsiders in, but you're cute, so." And I was like,
And it's so
"Okay."
crazy because when
Thank
she,
God I dressed nice
oh my
today.
God, when she came to me, she was like, I found a girl. She's gonna come work here. She's very cute. I think she'll fit right in with you guys. And, I think y'all are gonna get along really well.
Mhm.
And I don't think that she anticipated how well
How well.
we were gonna get
Yeah.
along.
Yeah, so yeah, how well. I know. I remember walking in my first day and I saw you and you had that big chunk of red in your hair and I was like, "Fuck yes."
Dude.
And your tattoos. I was like, "Did you yeah, you had tattoos."
Yeah, I had tattoos. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, "Yeah, this chick is cool. I like
Yeah,
her."
and
I
then,
was like,
like
I remember being intimidated. Sorry to interrupt you. I was like, I remember being super intimidated though because I thought you were so cool and I was like, "She's gonna hate me." She's so
no,
cool."
not at all, dude. Once I knew that we were like when we started listening to music and doing, making
Mhm.
arrangements and doing stuff like that, chopping up fruit together and
Mhm.
being little fruit ninjas, like it was just it. I'm gonna be honest, it was probably one of the funnest times of my life. You
Yeah,
know what
it
I
was
mean?
super
That
fun.
job was so stressful,
Mhm.
but we had so much fun.
So much fun.
It
I think the thing that like solidified like, oh yeah, we're gonna be friends is like I think you put on the used or something.
probably.
I'm pretty sure it was the used, and I was like, yes,
Yeah,
that's my girl.
probably. I feel like that was during my very dark
Mhm.
days.
Yeah, because you were with he who will not be
He
named.
who will not be named. But yes,
Yeah. So
yeah,
this was
rhymes
around
with sick.
yes, yeah,
Yeah,
fitting.
yeah, very.
So this was around, let me see, I graduated high school in 2000. Oh my God, I can't even think. 2006. So this probably was around 2007.
Yeah,
because I worked at the coffee shop for, I think a year after I graduated high school into college. So it must have been 2007.
Yeah, that sounds about right because my dad passed away
Mhm, mhm.
and
It
I
was
knew
because
you.
you had yeah, I remember I started, and I think we met once or something, and then she was like, she's gonna be out because her dad just passed.
Right. Yeah,
Yes,
so it
yeah.
was 2007.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh,
I
that
know
is a
how long
long
I know, I'm like, "Hold on,
time.
let me get my
Do the math,
calculator.
do the math.
Let me get my calculator."
Oh my god, I love that.
2007. Yeah, 17 years, dude.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
17 years we've known each
That is
other.
crazy.
Yeah, so Christian was a baby when I met you.
Yeah. I
I
remember I would
remember.
bring him to work sometimes.
Yeah, he was a baby, and Kai was a distant,
Yeah,
not even a thought.
not even a thought yet. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've been friends for 17 years.
17 years.
We've seen each other go through
Everything.
everything
Uh,
from awful relationships to good
having
to
babies.
having babies to having Rachel threw me the most beautiful baby showers. I mean, oh my god. We've
Everything. Yeah.
everything. Like we went to a concert not too long ago and we were talking about how we were like in our emo phase with our big hair and
Oh my
oh
god, the
my
helmet hair.
the
My
hell
sister
oh my
hated it.
god.
Every time we would do it, she's like, "I fucking hate your hair." I'm like,
Um
"Well, good thing you don't have to wear it."
it man, we had so much fun and
So much fun.
we have literally grown up together.
Mhm.
You know?
Literally, we were
We have.
babies. Like, when you
And
really think about it, like, we weren't, like, in our
we weren't in our
teens,
teens,
but
but we were still
they were very formidable, important years for us.
for
For
sure.
us especially, I feel like.
Yeah.
My teens, not so much. I didn't really high school was not my thing, didn't really care about it. My college into young adult, that was
That was the time.
that was in,
Yeah.
and you were there with me.
I know, it's
I'm gonna cry.
crazy. I know, it's so crazy. Like I can't it's when I think about it and I think about like where we were at that time and like where we thought our lives were going
Mhm.
and like how so dramatically different
So different.
it ended up.
Mhm.
It's just it's crazy and like I don't know, dude. I'm grateful for how things have ended up
Me too.
and that that we went through all those things. You
Mhm.
know what I mean?
And that we had each other to go through those things because
Yes.
I think both of us understand each other so well. We're like on a different level.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was
Yeah,
just
because something also that you have to understand is that Rachel and I don't like go anywhere or do
no,
much. We're homebodies.
big time.
So like even that, you know what I mean? Like,
Just yeah, just being able to be like, bitch, let's just hang out at the house in our
yeah, like
pajamas.
we're not
Like
going
we're
anywhere.
gonna get drunk over here. What's
Yes.
up?
Like, let's
Sounds
just
good to
chill.
me.
Yes, we're doing that. So, like being able to connect on that level. And then now, we have our kids and, it's crazy. We're literally going to be friends for life.
Definitely.
Oh my
And
gosh.
the only thing I mean, I don't regret it. Obviously, I don't regret anything. But well,
There are some
anyways,
things. There are some things.
there's clap. I don't regret most things, but I think it would have been fun to have a kid, like have like for me to have a kid that was the same age as like Kai or Gabe,
Oh
so
yeah,
that they
for
could
sure.
be like best friends.
For
That
sure.
would have been fun.
For
I would have
sure.
liked to do that, but it didn't work out that way. And but honestly, I'm glad because my husband now is like the best thing I could have ever
Yes.
asked for. And if I would
Yeah.
have had a kid at that
It
time,
may not have been the best situation for you.
yeah,
We would
it,
have
it
might have
wouldn't
just
have
had
been.
some extra drama to deal with.
I think it would have been a single mom life for me. Which, hey, that's okay. I would have made it, but
Yeah, for sure. Oh, you have a village.
yeah,
We would have done
exactly.
that. We would have done that for
So
sure.
speaking of husbands, let's talk a little bit. Let's just introduce the family a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Yeah.
Sure. So I have my partner is Perry, and are they okay? Like
Are
they don't
we
even
talking?
know
No, they
that they
don't.
were just throwing them out there. Like
You
you are
know,
out there,
okay,
sir.
this might be a clap situation.
Right.
We'll have to get signed permission.
Right. Yeah, I
Waivers.
need you to sign this waiver, please. A release. Um,
Are we doing pronouns? Do we care? Does it matter?
we can. His pronouns are he and him, and he is an electrician by day, stoner by night. And
One does
we
not affect the other.
right, and we at home we refer to him as Dad Man.
Dad, man, that's so cute. I love
It's like
that.
Batman, but
Mhm.
it's Dad Man.
I love that.
So yeah, so we refer to him as Dad Man, and they refer to me as Big Mama.
Big mama.
And
You know,
I just want to say it's not because of my size. Perry
thanks,
always makes
thanks.
sure that he always reiterates it is
It
not.
was Gabe that said that?
I think it was Kai.
Kai that said that.
Um, and Perry's like, it's not because of your size. It's because you're the
You're a big
boss.
mama,
You're
yeah.
Big Mama.
See, anytime I hear like big mama or anything like that, I don't ever think it's I never think about it being the size. I
Me
think
either. It's always like you're the boss.
you're the HBIC.
That's it. You the head. You the
Wait, is
queen.
that copyrighted? Sorry, New York.
Oh my God, New York, New York, New York.
Yeah, what happened to her?
Where
She
is
was
New York
fun.
now? She was fun. So yeah, so that's the fam. I have the three boys. I have my bonus son, and that's yeah. But yeah, Perry does that. He is a very what am I trying to say? He doesn't talk a lot.
Yeah,
He's a man
no.
of very few words.
No, yeah, very, very much
And
so.
but when he does, I mean, he is really funny and
I remember when I met Perry. I was so protective over you because of past sicknesses that you had.
right, right.
um, and by that I don't actually mean a sickness. I mean our ex.
Rhymes with sick.
Yeah. I was so protective over you because, you deserve the world. And so when I met him, I was like, he's kind of cute. They're cute together. Look at them. They're adorable. I remember, Facebook reminded me of this because I posted like, look at the cute couple because I had just met him or whatever. We were at SROs, right?
Oh my God,
Yeah.
SROs.
And I just remember he was so quiet, and I was just like,
What are your intentions, sir?
what is
Really rough kind of breakup
Mhm.
situation, and he had his son, and he was very clear about that. Like his son came before anything, and that was I had never dated or talked to anybody with a kid before, so that was very new to me.
Mhm.
And I was very protective over my son,
Mhm.
and so I was just like, okay, are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? And just trying to be very careful about how we did
Mhm.
everything.
Yeah.
But
I remember
yeah,
that was the blended family. It was a little difficult.
yeah, and here we are, almost 15 years later.
15 years,
Yeah,
dude.
I still don't have a ring on my finger, but it's okay. We
You know what you mean to each other in your hearts, but a ring would be nice,
absolutely, we
Perry.
don't need a ring. I mean,
Perry.
kind of, but
Perry. I'm gonna make you listen to this, Perry.
seriously. All right, now tell us.
So, what? Oh, husbands.
Yes,
Yes,
husbands.
my husband, him, is Zach, and he is how old is he? He's younger than me. I am about to be 36, and he is about to be 34. Right?
So it's
Yeah,
not a huge
34.
age gap.
Not a huge age gap. So I met Zach through my sister, which is actually a funny story because growing up, me and my sister were always like best friends. We knew each other's friends. We were friends with each other's friends. Like all of our
Same.
friend circles were all intermingled.
Hmm.
Um, and Zach was in that friend circle in middle school to high school. They were friends, and he was actually best friends with one of her best friends, but I had never met him. I don't know why. So now he says it's because sorry, Cynthia, I love you. He says that's my mother-in-law. He says it's because his mom was overprotective and he wasn't allowed to go anywhere,
Ah,
which tracks.
makes a little sense.
But yeah, so I had never met him, even though he was like totally in the friend circle, just not the part that I knew, I guess. I mean, he was in the part that I knew, but
He just didn't get to come out.
yeah, he wasn't around. So I never met him, which I joke now that it's probably a good thing because had I known him back then, like all her friends are like little brothers to me, and I probably would be like,
He would have
nah.
been in the little brother zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, fast forward to 2018. Yeah, 2018, and my the friend was bringing Zach around. And so we were just hanging out, and so we hung out. Was it 20? No, it was sooner than that. It was 2017 because we had known each other for like 2 years before we got together. Yeah, so it must have been 2017. Anyways, we knew each other for a little bit before we got together, so we became friends because we were hanging out all the time
Right.
and blah 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 whatever. So he would always make little jokes here and there, but I never took him seriously because it was a joke, like I'd bang you,
Right. Right.
Okay, how am I supposed to take that seriously?
Right. You're like, all right.
Right? Or I remember one time we went to the Renaissance Festival and he was like, haha, the shop owner thought we were together. Isn't that funny? Ha ha ha, like we'd be together. And I was like, Is that you flirting
Are
with
you
me?
hitting on me right now?
Because I'm very confused. Don't understand. I'm not computing. But anyways, yeah, anyways, we ended up getting together. We went to a concert together, him and my sister's husband and I went to a concert together, and on the way back, my sister's husband and I, they weren't together at this time. We were joking about how nobody wants to date us, like we suck, blah 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 blah. And then Zach, who was driving us home, he was like, "I want to date you," and I was like,
Uh,
"Shut up! No, you don't." And he was like, "No, I want to date you," and I was like, "Since when?" And he's like, "Since always."
oh my
I know. I was
gosh.
like, So then he
He's like,
dropped.
I've been flirting with you forever.
Hey, your farts stink. Date me.
Oh my
Oh, okay.
god.
So, anyways, yeah, then he asked me out that night, and we went out. I think a week later, and it was the best first date I've ever been on, and it just went from there.
I love
I know,
that.
I know. I knew pretty early on. I remember talking to my sister and be like, "Dude, I've only been dating her for like a month, but
You knew.
this is my person."
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I love that.
And now it's been 5 years, 6 years. We're going on 6 years.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, we have our beautiful baby boy.
I know it. I just can't imagine your life any other way.
I know, me either.
It's
Maybe a
crazy. That
cooler
and
job, but
that literally is the only thing that I've been saying for years
forever. I know.
is
But
that
hey.
Rachel is way too cool for her job. Sorry, Rachel's boss, but she is. She's way too cool for this fucking job.
Hey,
So
we're
hopefully
working
we're
on it.
working on it. We're
With
working
y'all's
on it.
help, click on our Patreon and donate.
Yeah,
Hey
we
Nina, set up a Patreon.
we need to crowd surf this.
Go fund me, please, so I can have a cool job.
Man, we're trying, you guys. We're trying. We need to get Rachel out of this situation because she's way too cool for this job she has right now.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah, it that's like I was saying earlier, I didn't expect for our lives to end up where they ended
yeah,
up, but I'm so grateful that they did.
a
You know,
hundred
I'm
percent,
so
a
grateful for
hundred
Zach.
percent.
I'm grateful for Perry because they are our people. You
Mhm.
know what I
They
mean?
really
Like
are. Yeah.
Perry is my person, like to the core. Like it's just so
He really, really
it's
is.
it's
Like,
it's weird.
yeah. And
You know what I
like we
mean?
said before, we've literally been with each other through everything, Nina and I, and yeah, Perry's definitely like her equal for sure.
Yeah.
If it wasn't her sister's definitely her soulmate, but like Perry's her lover soulmate.
Yes. It's so crazy because that was my speech at my sister's wedding.
Oh, I
I was
love
like,
that.
we joked about getting married to each other, like
Mhm.
we were soulmates, and now I can, say that she's good and
Mhm.
she found
Yeah.
her actual
Yeah.
soulmate,
That's 100% how I feel about my sister too.
Yeah, I
I mean,
love
cuz
her.
this is why Nina and I get along so well. Our
Mhm,
lives mirror each other
mhm.
very, very closely.
Yeah.
Like her and her sister are best friends, soulmates for life, and me and my sister are best friends, soulmates for life. And I feel the exact same way you just said. Like, I mean, obviously we've wanted Josh and my sister
Right.
forever, but finally they are.
Yes.
And I feel I'm okay. Like, I don't have to worry. Not that I had to worry about her before, but you do because you love them.
Absolutely.
And I know she's good now, you
It's
know?
so crazy. That's a love story in itself
Oh
too.
yeah,
That one
we'll have to dive in.
we'll have to have Amanda on the show one day
Yeah, and we'll
maybe.
have to dive into that because
Yeah.
it's a good story.
It really
It
is.
is. And it ties into, well, because
She's a
they
mom now
yeah,
too, you know what I
yeah, they
mean?
have babies and
Yeah.
everything else. So yeah,
Yes.
we're gonna have to get her to guest star.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
That'll be a good
All right,
one.
guys.
What's our
Well,
time?
we're at 20.
Okay. Well, I think that
Yeah.
was pretty good. So that's our backstory. That's kind of why. Oh, can we just touch on like a little bit of our inspirations for starting
Oh,
this?
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, because I kind of wanted to talk about that. I'm sure. I mean, not that we haven't made apparently obvious, but
I think that for me, it's just been more about I've been going through a lot spiritually, and I think that for a long time, the feeling of uh unworthiness and a lot of that kind of springs from not and springs from feeling like I'm not the best mom. And it's not because I spank my kids or yell
mm-mm,
at my kids or don't feed my kids. It's because things, like, oh, I didn't cook a home cooked meal
mm-hmm.
tonight,
Like I got
or
McDonald's.
right, or, so and so, my son didn't wear the special colored t-shirt to school today for whatever the hell is going on at school.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like projects didn't get turned in. I mean, little, these little things, like even when your kid's not doing good in school, you're like, what can I do to help? But then
Mhm.
you're like, it's been so long since I've been in school. I don't even know where to begin with this shit. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? So it's like you start feeling like a failure. And for me, I think that I just one day a light bulb went off and I was like, I cannot be the only one that's going
Mhm.
through this shit. I can't. There's
Mhm.
no way.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, I wish I could be the first mom, the first car in the car rider line
Mhm.
every day, but I'm not gonna get there at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Mm-mm.
That is insanity to
Yeah.
me.
Well, especially if you have a job and
You
everything
know what I
else.
mean?
Yeah.
Not every mom can do those
Yeah.
things. I'm trying to be super mom as best as I
Mhm.
can. And I think that that's the validation that a lot of women need
Yes.
is that you are enough. You
Yes.
know what I mean? You are enough. Your effort is enough. Your kids, every shortcoming that you are tagging onto yourself,
Mhm.
your kids are unaware of.
Mhm.
They have
Exactly.
no idea.
Yeah, and you need to know that.
And I think that, a lot of women do,
Mhm. Yeah,
you
and
know.
that's 100% was my inspiration for it too, is because, like me being Nina, um, what am I trying to say? Clap.
Clap.
Nina obviously has been a mom longer than I have. I'm a new mom, and whereas like my sister was a mom before me and everything else, like she, like I said before, has her life mostly together, and I don't, which we've always been that way. We're just opposites, but that's fine. But being a new mom, and I turned to Nina for things, and I'm like, dude, I'm fucking up. Like I suck, and she's like, no, bro, you're good.
Yeah,
You're good.
you're
This is
you're
normal. This
this
is a
is
hundred
all
percent
normal,
normal.
you
Yeah,
know?
so we went out to a concert the other night and we were just talking, and we were like, other people feel this way.
Mhm.
It's not just us. It
No,
can't just be us.
no. And I think that the problem with it is that nobody wants to say it out
Yes.
loud. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Like there's no mom wants to say being a mom sucks.
Mhm. Exactly.
But it does.
But it does.
It does.
Mhm.
You have to do everything. You are
Mhm.
the person that carries your family, you carry your spouse, you make everything happen. And
Yes.
and and you some of us are blessed to have that help, to have a
Mhm.
village, to have a partner that contributes. And I'm not saying my partner doesn't,
Right.
but
But
still at
just
the
in
end of the
general.
day, as a mother, we do not get to punch out and
Mhm.
punch in.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like if
Mhm.
our kid wakes up at 2 o'clock in the morning, we're up at 2 o'clock in the morning. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? And so, and then that means we still have to get up at the regular time
Mhm.
and get do the regular schedules, get all the stuff done that we would normally have to do, go to
Exactly.
work and all those things. And so I think that, trying to let women know, like just because your house isn't clean doesn't mean you're not a good mom. Just because you
Exactly.
didn't cook a home cooked meal doesn't mean you're not a good
Mhm.
mom. If your kid's not going to school for Spirit Week in the right spirit colored t-shirt doesn't mean you're not a good mom.
Exactly.
You
We're all
know,
human here, and
we're
we
all
have
human.
ups, we have downs, we have levels.
And moms are allowed to have those down
Mhm.
days.
Exactly.
You know
It's
what I
like it's
mean?
like a character on a video game, and you have an energy bar, and you
Absolutely.
only have so much energy in the day, and
Yes.
once it's done, it's done,
Yeah.
and you're gonna forget things, and things are gonna slip through the cracks, and it's 100% normal. And how many times have I said 100%?
It's
Take a shot every time.
100%.
So that's kind of why we got together and decided to do this, because we want y'all to feel normal,
We
to
want y'all to
feel
feel like good
accepted, to
moms. We
feel
want you
yes.
guys to feel like good moms. We want you guys to feel